everyone, Darren here, and welcome back to Total War Rome 2 Divide et Impera as Rome. It's been a while since we had a look at Italy itself. Peace reigns across the land. Italy has not seen a foreign army for 20 or 30 years at this point. Decades have gone by. It's totally secure. Maybe some slight activity to the north, but I wouldn't be too worried just yet. Oh, I suppose we did have the Illycovones land at Arretium, but we've paid them back now. We defeated that last little pocket of resistance, the little fleet that they had, pirates, basically, off the coast of Iberia, the coast of Tarraco. So for a refresher on the situation, of course, we were dragged into a war against Carthage. We fought all of their clients. We fought all along the coastline of Africa, across into Iberia, pulled into many wars against tribes, Illycovones, Vitones, Lusitani, Gallici, I think even? I don't know. Lots of them. And we've carved them all up. Now we have our client of the Lusitani on the west, and all of our territory on the east and center, and we still have the Cantabri up to the north. I think in another turn we can kind of break ties with them completely and then potentially go to war, although I think once you break a trade agreement you have to wait a little longer too. So, but it's on the cards. So we've got two armies keeping watch here in Iberia and preparing for, you know, future invasions. So we have Brutus, our most renowned general, and still has a long life ahead of him. He's only 49, so we'll get a lot of use out of him yet. Then we've got Lentulus. So Lentulus has only fought one battle so far. One thing I actually forgot to actually mention this game, which is quite cool, you can actually see the history of the battles that they fought, which is just something quite neat. I wish they kind of did more with that idea and that concept, but I think they abandoned it in future games. But anyways, I love the idea of keeping records of like everything that legion did and under whose command and stuff. I don't know, something kind of roleplay and nice about it. Anyway, so Lentulus here, 18 units out of 20, and then we have the other army just sitting outside of Tarraco. Now, the plan was to just go into patrol stance, keep the public order positive for a little while, but then ultimately return these guys to Italy, get them trained up with a new fresh legion. It just depends on who we end up going to war with. It looks like the Arverni are under siege by Vici, just tribal warfare, of course. But over in the east, we waged our first war against Sparta, and it looks like Athens aren't too happy about it, because they're just standing right on the border. Keep the toe in line there, man. I want to see it move another inch. So 2 full stacks here with another on the way. And that's just they've just got 2 cities. Now, to complicate things, these guys are a client of Macedon. They're also allies with Egypt. So going to war with them would pull in, it would create a massive Greek war, effectively. Which would be cool. I don't want to shy away from a war like that. That'd be pretty awesome, especially if we deployed our fleet. We can see Knossos have a fleet now off the coast of Sparta. Although I say fleet, it's transports. It's a full transport army. They might be planning to land here. If they do, bring it. It'll give us our Cassius Belli to go attack them, I guess. Rightfully. Anyways, then we have our fleet here, which we can now push across towards the pirates. I assume they're just going to run away, but we'll give them chase. Depending on how far out that way they go, maybe Cursor could get them. Seems unlikely, but we'll move that way anyway. And Cursor is here, so we'll just see if he can get to them pretty close. Just box him in. If they go that way, he'll get them. If they go this way or this way, he should get them. If they go north, it might be another bit of a chase, but they're actually taking attrition and losing men all the time. They're becoming really weak. Now, we had a look at who we're at war with in the end screen of the previous episode. So it was Getae. So I do think I'm just going to piece out of that.
Are you brave or foolish? Or just mad? Well, speak.
So they don't want to pay me too much for it, but maybe 1,200? There we go. Peace for 1,200.
For my people.
So now we're really at war with no one but slaves, which is just a generic rebel term, and then these guys, the Carthaginian pirates, which again are just basically rebels. So no faction is properly at war with us. So it gives us time to kind of move our legions, get some logistics going, and figure out what the next plan of attack is, or get drawn into a war if relations sour enough with someone else. Now that's the Medicus. We already have a Medicus. I might go with the Municipium so we get some growth, actually. But other than that, you know, things are looking pretty good. Caralis. What can we do? Commercial income? So what's the best situation here for income? Kind of hard to see with this tooltip, honestly. Local commerce is 288. Maritime 598. So commerce is actually pretty good then. What about Alalia? Decent. Yeah, commerce. I guess we could focus on the commerce building. We already have a tech building, so this one, 4% wealth from all commerce, 4% tariff income from all trade agreements as well. Increase of banditry, though, which is a shame, because banditry's kind of been high here for a while. Although, it should be lower now, considering that we wiped out the Carthaginian agent that was propagating it. It's still between 11 and 30, so chances of a banditry event still will happen. We're 56 Empire maintenance, jeez. Tell you what, let's keep sending our ladies around to hopefully reduce Empire maintenance somewhat. So who's unhappy? Sicily? Head out there. Anyone else? You're at level 2. I do feel like this drops. I know I keep saying that. I can't recall if I'm just not checking in on the same ladies enough or what, but it feels like it's dropping. Hellas, go out there. Right. That should keep people a little bit happier for a while, but also work towards reducing Empire maintenance further. Alright, sorry for all the flipping. I'm just going through all the provinces, making sure that there's nothing left unchecked. We also need to move a lot of agents, so you're going to get down on land. You're going to get down on land. You have to go to Egypt, basically, because we want to think about what they're going to field against us. Should the worst come to the worst. I'll just upgrade this. That's fine. Alright, not much else to do. We can actually see all of our armies in patrol stance. That's kind of cool now. And then we've got a couple agents over here that are trying to meet up with the armies here. So one champion for each army. Or veteran, as they're called in this mod. Now, as putting them in the armies, they're going to obviously be slowed down in terms of trying to move across here. And we need to go there. And we want to bring a governor out here as well. So there's a lot to do to get this place stable. Now, it's obviously super stable while we're here. But as soon as we start hopping and taking more territories, it's going to get more negative. I am worried that Athens, in some ways, it's like, okay, if you want to go to war with me, it would be to somewhat my benefit that if you did it on your own. Because Egypt are a defensive ally. And Macedon are a client. They could actually go to war with me even without the permission of their overlord, which is kind of crazy, but that's the way it works in this game. And that would mean it would just be me and Athens duking it out. No Macedon, no Egypt, and I would have, you know, full... I could enact the plan that I had a while ago, which was to take Athens for myself and to subjugate Pella, if we could. Plus, who wouldn't love to see a fight with basically, including the garrison, 4 full stacks of Athenians versus R2? I'd kind of love it if it happened. It's almost tempting to make it happen just because it's there. we can't attack them though yet. The trade agreement hasn't been broken for long enough, so I don't want to become unreliable. Otherwise, my clients might break away. So we still have to wait. But I'm thinking about it. And you know, all we'd have to do is have a couple armies ready to go in Egypt, and it'd be all hell would break loose basically between the two sides. I don't think there's much else to do. Really, I think I've gone through everything there, so we could just end the turn. Start trying to speed up a bit. That's funny, I didn't show it just in the interest of time, but the Cantabria actually offered me non-aggression pact for 1500. It's like they know what's up. Now, Placia, is that just grown, or just the buildings just changed? I guess so. Damn, I was just thinking of something and I'm after forgetting what it was. Anyway, faction. Alright, we'll go through some of these buildings later. War declared between Archbosphorus and the Scythians. Populations are happy across the board. Inspired and motivated. Right, cool. Ah, now I remember what it was. It was that we don't have any... I've got a couple of free armies, right? So 8 out of 12. So we can make these governor generals, like I call them, right? These standalone single units that just sit and they level up naturally over time, and then we can give them, you know, governorship benefits, basically. So let's do that. So I have to pick who it's going to be. Politics. So the politics of the moment is good. And it looks like Gens Papiria has less than others. Yeah, so we get someone in Gens Papiria. Lucius Papiria's curse is on his way out, let's be honest. So, yeah, it kind of makes sense to get someone in for their side. So, I don't know why I keep closing that screen. Sorry, we can go... You can do it from the other screen, but we'll just click it from here. Junia, Junia, and Junia. Oh, no, there's no one available. They're all Junia. Well, I guess fair enough. Nearly 8 grand to get a new guy, by the way. 1 public order, wealth from culture. This guy is perfect. Agrippa, oh, love the name. We got this guy, Secundus Canidius Pullus. Okay, this guy's perfect, right? Because he's commercial, and we want a commercial focused general, so that's great. Raise forces. Wow, who's this guy? He's just got a very unique portrait and different armor set than everybody. Alright, Agrippa, raise the army, please. Yeah, whatever. What's this? Cohors Praetoria. Marian Praetorians. I didn't even know that was a thing.
We hunger
Alright, in you go. So it's going to take him a while, but you know, he'll just level up over time and just sit there and then make this place hopefully a lot happier and better. We could do the same somewhere down at Tingi. I used to keep, yeah, let's bring Silanus back down here to Carthage. I freed it up a while ago, but he doesn't need to be free anymore. He'll make more money down here and do better. Now, the Carthaginian pirates, where have they gone? They're back at Sicily. Oh, how did I miss that? Okay, cool. I'll tell you what, if we go here... I don't really know where they're going to go from here. Oh, straight through apparently. Okay, I didn't know that was the thing. I thought I was cleverly blocking them off, I guess. Okay, we can still get them though. That's the important thing. Fullo will finish them. Alright, see you later. Lost our supply ship. Oh well. Get another one. Let's just say we got everyone off the ship. It sank. It's fine. Yeah, just give me the money.
The waves still beckon.
Alright, you could dock in there and heal. You've got one turn until you're going to take attrition as well, so you can dock as well. So Sicily's going to be a little pissed off. I guess, actually, we could spread the unhappiness. Go into Carthaginian port. And I guess you could just stay here for a turn. Or can you make it further down? Yeah, you can stay in here. Doesn't matter which one you're in. As long as you touch the province, you get the benefit. Right, so they're healing nicely. We can get the supply ship actually in between turns while we're waiting anyway. And yeah, just upgrade this guy. It's no big deal, whatever. And want all the Admiralty focus traits. It's totally fine. Okay, so do we want to deploy another governor army guy somewhere? We didn't really roll anyone that was particularly good for it. I wouldn't mind putting one of my own kids up. Excuse me. It just depends if they have a good trait for it. 5% wealth from culture. So this guy would be good for it. Agrippa Caesonius Mus. Another Agrippa. Yep, so let's maybe think about putting Mus in as a governor of somewhere. We could do even Tarico for a while. Just keep him there. And that way, if it gets attacked, we could quickly raise an army. And we could send this guy out. That would be good. So there he is. Raise an army. Again. Bonk. Right, so hopefully these guys will just slowly level up over time. Become decent general. We'll focus him on public order benefits straight away. And the town itself can start to get things that make people happier. So let's see. The research rate one would be good. The amphitheater is 4 public orders. Let's go with that. They love their games. Shrine of Jupiter. The Sacred Grove is more public order as well. And then, because we're not going to beat the culture really. Well, we can help, but not. It's not going to ever be that great. And then the fountains for public order as well. Alright, and that will allow us to get these guys out of here and trained over in Italy. Looks like the Athenian armies have backed off. At least just from the coastlines. That's good. Knossos agents are trying to harass us by the looks of things. So we'll stick our agent in here. Get some military training on the go. Yeah, I'm not liking this active aggression. What I'm just going to do is, once the fleets are healed for a turn now, just bring them over and sink the Knossos fleet, hop on the boats ourselves and go straight down. Oh, here's the Athenians actually. Transports. Now why are you doing that? They're at war with Pontus. And Hake, also known as Armenia. Interesting. Okay. Good luck with that, I guess. Right. I don't think there's much else for me to do. Again, we're going to be blowing through turns pretty quickly as we just move a couple of armies, upgrade a few things. Let's get culture spread. Actually, I've already got one of those. Go with this one. This could go up to level 3 now. Yeah, I think this is basically fine. We can actually start to delete some of these things that we don't need. I would say we want a better farm here, so get rid of that. Okay. Alright, and we just leave Rome as is. It is building up though at least, so it's good. Don't need to move you. You don't need to move. You do. They do kind of auto move, but I don't know why, I just like to confirm the movement myself. And then you as a governor, you're going to hop in here. And then the other governors, we could just make sure they're deployed where they are. By the looks of things, yes. Right, any agents that I'm missing, just double check that. 4 out of 5 fleets, 5 out of 5 edicts, 3, 3, 5, 5, 10, 12. Great. Cool. Good. Alright, let's end the turn. Oh, I got a few messages there. So what was that? A child is born. Great. Hidden agent exposed. Desertion. Oh, they ran out of supply as well, did they? Oh, damn. Oh, well. Well, at least they got the job done. Just get back in there. You'll be fine. Yeah, I guess so. I didn't move the wrong one, did I? Well, these guys have full health now as well. Yeah, so Cursor. I mean, he just loves his life at the sea. I was going to send him to Rome and retire him, but let's get out there and we'll go to Knossos and see if we can knock that fleet out in one fell swoop. Full army of transport. So that means, like, they could only have one other army here, really. They can't have more than that. So if we could just one-bang these guys, hop onto the boats, super easy victory then at Knossos, effectively. 20 out of 20 on this and 20 out of 20 here. I think I'll keep Lucius here and just let his son go off to the island. Right, you can make your way back up to Carthage now. Now we'll just continue movement with our spies and stuff. So she can make really good progress actually towards Egypt, which is great. And the governor that's here, North Africa, you can start moving along now. Totally forgot about you, by the way. You can get moving too. Don't know how I missed them, but oh well. Ah, alright. Aracilum. Aracilum. So now we can break off trade at least.
To your wisdom.
And we're still steadfast, so there's no problem there. And you guys can... Oh yeah, I was going to just go by... Damn. Alright, I guess we'll wait for this fleet to get over there and pick them up. Yeah, you'll just stay here for a turn though to heal, and then we'll send them over. Do we have... we don't have military access to these guys? No. No. I'll just leave them there, I guess. They're not causing any problems. Just stay in... like, they don't cost much to just keep there. You know, the gameplay head in me would say, like, just disband them, re-recruit the general over in Rome, and boom. Raise the new legion there. But, you know, I don't know. Doesn't feel right to do that. 17 units in this one. Brutus. I feel like Brutus is just wasting away. You know, he's such a talented general that we need to have him go somewhere. But I suppose, ultimately, he'll go for the Cantabria. Could we recruit maybe here? Get some locals, some auxiliaries, maybe? We do have an auxiliary building. We'll get the next one pretty soon. 7 turns, and then it takes 4 turns to build. So what can we get? Veteran Legion. We were not recruiting any of those here. We can only do, like I said, regional units or Romanized variants of things. So, the Celtiberian Heavy Cavalry. Romanized. They look sick. I don't know. I guess I'll just get another one of these. So 3 Celtiberian Heavy Cavalry Romanized. So we are heavy on the cav, obviously. But we'll use those guys against infantry a bit more often. Alright, we've made over 100 grand now, so we're doing pretty good. 2 public order in the local province, please. And this will give us extra tax rates when deployed. Now, speaking of taxes, we don't have any taxes in any of these towns yet. We're over 20 grand in Latium alone. So Hispania, are you happy now? You seem very happy. 100 happiness or public order and 39 gain rate. So it's time for taxes. Alright, 2100. It's not much, but it'll do. Baetica, similar situation. Taxed. Still extremely happy, which is great to see. So that means we can just keep pushing that a bit further. A wine press, please. Let's level this up, and let's level that up. So more squalor and a few things, but we do have sanitation hopefully covered with the latrines. Tarraconensis, not going to tax that one, and Hellas, not going to tax this one. It's only 1 town in each. But looking good. Looking pretty good. We're now the richest province by far. Egyptos is the 2nd wealthiest. Alright, end the turn.
Respect.
Wow. That's so weird. So... Macedon want a defensive alliance with us. I just didn't think that would ever happen. I guess I'll just say no, but it's like, saying yes, I'm trying to game it out. It's like, okay, so we attack Athens, I guess you'd probably still join them because you're defensive, but if they attack me, would this prevent them attacking me at all, maybe? You know, I actually kind of want to encourage them to attack me in some ways. I'll just leave it. Leave us vulnerable in some ways. Ah, so, what do we have here? Banditry, missing taxes. Let me get... Oh, it's in Baitic, actually. It's not where I thought it was. Thought it was going to be in Corrales again. Didn't actually check the banditry out here. Doesn't this reduce banditry if you build it up enough? No. For some reason I thought it did. This is -6 banditry. Really? So, what do we got? Yeah, it's pretty low chance, but I mean a chance nonetheless. So missing taxes from a region, frankly, and province that doesn't really make that much. I guess we'll just deal with it. It's fine. But yeah, bit of a shame. Right, war declared between the RDA and the UB. The UBI. That's the German faction up to the north. RDA are expanding pretty heavily. So they're both the Iceni and the RDA are now working together. Wow, it's an interesting little... If they were allies, that'd be quite interesting. But they've got common enemies instead. They're both at war with Massalia. They're both at war with UB. While they're distracted in the north, you know, it's maybe prime time to give them a strike. So the whole point of securing parts of Greece and dealing with Athens was so that I can open up a front against the RDA from the south. So I could go for Polpediva, Knossos, and what's this one? Epidamnos. Now we do have these as a client, so we can always land here and move from here up north. I wonder, do we replenish in their territory? Maybe. Anyway, that was the whole plan. But I guess like also having an army here at the same time, like just we want to be able to focus one at a time and like completely envelop and wrap them up. They'd probably be easier. Wow, they go so far actually. They've already got Zarmagetusa. Zarmizegetusa. Yeah, it's really far up there. Anyway, sorry for getting distracted. Right, so let's focus back up. So the plan was to go to war with Knossos. I would say, you know, look, it's a war we're declaring, but I would say these have been transgressions. I mean, first of all, we can see that their agents are harassing us. Harassing us. Military agents harassing us. As well as a, you know, an intimidating fleet of an army in our bay. This is our territory. It's not theirs. Big delineating line right here. That's trespassing. That's what that is. And intimidation tactics that Rome cannot stand for. So I think we should deal with them, deal a swift blow to them, and say like, oh, maybe a storm caught them off guard off the rocky shores of our Sparta and our Peloponnese. Something like that, you know? I'm sure we find a way to spin it in the Senate. Now, nice, we got our Ambacaro. Ambacaro. Yeah. If you know, you know. Alright, yeah, we can make our way up to Numantia and just stand here, a little intimidation tactic of our own. Now, I don't know how long it'll be before I can really go for them. I'll have to just test that out myself. You have done that yourself. So basically, if I was to just go declare war, it doesn't say that there's any reason not to. Sorry, I just couldn't bear to listen to him for any longer. It doesn't say that it's going to affect me like it did before. You know, before it said, hey, you're about to break an agreement. But I do know that if you do it soon after, your reliability rating is going to change. So at the beginning of turns, or not turns, but at the beginning of episodes, when I'm loading the game, I'm just going to wage the war and see what happens to the reliability. And then see like, okay, if it's affected, then I won't do it. If it isn't, then at some point that episode will be good to do it. Maybe that's considered cheese or something. I don't know. But I just want to know, like, am I reliable or not? I've broken my agreement formally. I'm trying to do everything correct. I just don't know how long I have to wait. So, anyway. Right. Let's move our way back out. Oh, I'm raiding myself there by accident. Now I'm ambushing myself. And there we go. Okay, so, what was the plan to... I keep forgetting what I'm doing with my fleet. So we've got the one fleet that's going to attack there. The other one's here. They're replenishing. There was something I wanted to do up here. The Ilicavonis already... Oh yeah, take this, these guys out. By take them out, I mean bring them back. So let's do that. We can make our way over to Tarraconensis. Steady as we go. Great. There's just some rogue trade ships out here. There's no trade line. They look so cool. Alright. Did I not give them their upgrades already? I guess not. You can upgrade twice. Oh yeah, the armor and the unit. Okay, so what to focus on next? Oh yeah, the war here. I think that's really it, isn't it? I mean, I don't think there's anything else to really worry about before we just commit to that. So let's do it. All right. Declare the war. Now they might still move out of this little bay, because we saw that earlier, where it's like, oh, apparently I can't like lock them in. Don't know why, but well, we got him, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. 4,000 troops pinned against the coastline. They should just dock or land, you know. But it's not gonna happen. So Papyrus Cursor here, 71 years of age, aggressively hunting these guys down. Nice, didn't take too many losses. Good job, Cursor. We only lost 245. I'd say ransom them. Okay, so now's the time we board the ships. Let's give ourselves a little upgrade of armor. We actually weren't fully replenished here either, but let's just get moving anyway. Now, there's no port at Sparta to easily get on these ships, so let's see if we can... You get in there. I'm gonna ditch the champion here, actually. Get back on the boats now. Oh, it's really not letting me do it properly, but...
We cannot pass here. Our advance has been halted.
That's such a shame that you can't do it, but on it, when it's not a city or a port, they just really struggle to.
Going aboard.
Yeah, we lose our movement points immediately. I hope we don't take attrition. But hopefully we can just merge the two and move next turn. I don't know if I did something wrong there, but that's my understanding of the game. It just does that. Meanwhile, why can't you move? Oh, because I put the agent in you. Weird. Alright, well, we'll just leave it as is. Weird, messy game logistics there, but I don't see why we can't just embark. And sure, have a nerfed movement speed, but like I can't even get onto the ships properly, so it is what it is. Alright, so next turn we'll move down to Crete, hopefully, and we'll get there. It might take a turn or two by the time we link up and actually do our thing. So this can actually increase growth. Let's do this in both places. It takes 8 food. What was it before? 4. So a further 8 for those 2 buildings. We have 36 right now. That's really it for all of these. All the messages are covered. Alright, let's end it again. Slums. Oh my god, how embarrassing. Kirthan. Must have missed it when I was zooming around. So this is when we deleted the temple. And now slums have popped up in their place. That's negative food, increase of banditry, squalor, public order. Yeah, so you just have to pay to delete it. And then wait a turn. Oh well, my bad. Okay, so let's see if we can get on the ships now. Oh, what are you doing here, Athens? Goddamn. Alright, so we've gotten onto the ships. It doesn't look like we took any attrition. So that's good. We were next to a fleet with a supply ship, so that's okay. Yeah, I would just drop them in here if we can. Can we do that actually? I don't even know. So I'm really struggling to move these guys, so I can't disembark. There we go. Siege. Nice. Can the ships come around? Yes. Support from Cursor. Now, still a formidable fight, I guess. They've got the garrison army. They also have this army here, the Sons of Ray. So, looks like they've got pike phalanx. Some missile cavalry, and then Theraeus swords, by the looks of things. This is a walled settlement. Oh.
We take this settlement for Rome.
How the hell did they pull that off? Yeah, it's a walled settlement. I had no idea about that. It's supposed to. It's not normally in the normal game. Like, only walled settlements exist for provincial capitals, but I guess they gave this one. Weird. Okay. That changes things. I mean, that means that it'll be difficult for the Navy to get in. I might wait a turn. If they come out, they come out, so be it. But we'll just get some more ladders to help us. So that'll be 4 ladders in total. And then we'll attack. I think it's worth doing that. And also trying to bait them out. We do take attrition this way, but I still think it's worth doing this. Alright, so... yeah, you just stay here. I would also almost say... actually, stay behind your town. And we'll go patrol stance. I just don't want it to be ambushed. Whoops. Just in case Athens suddenly attack me, I think the town's zone of control, I mean, they can kind of go through it if they target you, can't they? Ah, whatever. We'll just, we'll keep the peace here anyway. Although, actually, they're super happy. Sorry, I'm so flip-floppy. I just realized because of a game issue, the AI attacks you and runs through zone of controls they shouldn't otherwise be able to get to. I mean, you can do it too as a player. But, yeah, they shouldn't be able to do that. Because of that, that made me go like, oh, actually, we probably shouldn't risk it. It's just in case. A full stack ambushing me would be pretty devastating. Holy crap, by the way. This guy knows what's up. He's got a lot of stars. Oh, okay. Anyways, sorry for the flip-floppiness. We could hop on these ships and get straight across maybe from here. Actually, we can get straight across without even doing that at all.
Set up the watch.
Nice. No attrition taken. Nice move, Strabo. So Strabo can hop out.
Make haste, men.
You're going to continue moving north. In fact, you can actually help keep peace here. It's been getting unwieldy lately. You're going to continue and go pick up the guys at Tarico.
At your command. Ready for orders.
They're going to go back to Italy.
Boarding now. Fleet reporting.
Sweet.
Commander.
Oh my god. Alright, cool. A lot of movement, logistics, etc. But I love it. Love the movement of armies like this. Cool.
Make haste, men.
Alright, so Strabo is protecting the... What's this province called? Baetica. Baetica. And we have Brutus at the north of Hispania, ready to move against the Cantabri, which I'm hoping by the next episode we'll know if we can do that or not. And then we have an army moving down here, ready to, like, is sieging, we're ready to attack if they sally out, but next turn we'll attack them if not. Other than that, we just want to move our spies and stuff one more time. We're getting into Egyptian territory now. The Garamantians are moving in from our territory. Not at war with them, but it's just always curious to see if they're preparing anything. Growth, yes, finally we can get that extra growth. Wealth from agriculture, wealth from industry. Yeah, industry, I guess, and agriculture. Both of those we'll get. So now the growth should be even higher. I don't know if it'll update this turn or next turn, but it's going to go even faster. So 5, 6, and 7. So just, yeah, I don't know, maybe 10 to 15 turns we should be able to expand. Not much. Oh, Massalia have taken this back. Again, I love the wars up here are always ongoing. No one's owned this full province since the beginning of the game. You are Rome's champion. Let's do that. Movement range while accompanying general. It's a shame that it doesn't seem to work at sea, or it gets really bad at sea. Alright, not much else for that. I think that's it. Let's just check loyalty again real quick. Ooh, down to 17 now. Wow. If we lose the promoted characters bonus, then they would be negative. They would be causing civil war potentially. I mean, you could pay to secure loyalty for a few turns. It's only 1,500 actually. It's not that bad. But that's worth keeping an eye on. So that's the Gens Junior. That means like we need to be fighting more with their characters or just also promoting them and making sure they're doing okay. So Strabo doesn't have a wife here. Or Lentulus. I always call him Strabo. Get him a wife. And with our ladies, we can also try to just, again, send them around anywhere that's unhappy. So that's going to reduce Empire maintenance now. She's hit level 4, so it's negative 1%. And you're about to hit level 4, so we'll do that as well. Great. Alright, that should calculate next turn, I think, properly. Oh, alright, end of turn. One more turn, then we get to fight a little battle, hopefully. Oh, actually, the time is running very long in this episode. I probably won't be able to. Unless they... We'll see. We'll see.
My gold.
Interesting. The Iceni are asking for non-aggression for 21,000. That's an interesting one. I mean, we have a trade agreement. You're devious and aggressive. I mean, if you wanna go, let's go. But we don't border them anymore, so I'm just going to say no. I'm obviously not paying that money. That's crazy. And we don't border them, so why do I care?
This senseless war can end today, but only if you see matters as they are, not as you wish.
It is somewhat senseless, I'm not going to lie, but no. Well, they sallied out, which will make this battle go much quicker than the siege, so we can fight it. Let's go. Now, this is a very interesting battle indeed, and that's because it's a coastal battle. We have a fleet, and so do they. A very small one. But it means that we can bring our fleet around and land behind them, potentially, depending on how we want to do things. I don't know why my troops are facing uphill. I'm not exactly sure where they're going to be coming in from, so we'll just stay down by our coastline. Our fleet's coming in from, by the looks of things, over here. I know it's like shows a deployment zone, but that's just if we had anything ready now. We don't. They'll be coming in. So yeah. So I guess we'll just stay somewhere around here. So we fought with this army before, of course. This is Fullo's army. He's got the 2 veteran units and the 3 veteran hoplites. So do the veteran legionaries at the back, and the hoplites maybe can go in the center, actually. Just spread them a bit wider and then collapse just a little bit. Right, cool. So let's get them, and them. Break them off like this.
Ready and waiting. Understood.
Archers, stay at the front for now.
Stand together. By your command.
Alright.
Legatus.
So we'll move just a little bit forward, keeping the clearing. This is a really nice, beautiful map, by the way. Looks really good. Not bad. I mean, obviously we're running mods and everything, but for a, what, 12-year-old game now. Pretty good. I still have the mind it just doesn't need to get any better than this. Just bigger scale and stuff. And, you know, improvements overall. But graphically, I'm like, this is great. More animations would be nice. Stuff like that. More kill animations. Right, so that's the enemy ships. Our ship's cursor is just coming in here. We'll bolt to the right.
Ships ready, ready for orders.
We're going to crash into ourselves. They stop automatically right in front of themselves. I don't know why they do that. But the ships behind them just keep going. So what do they got? 1 ship's just hanging back and 2 are moving forward. Let's try to get these smaller, quick ones, I guess, to go forward also. Their army's up there. So we'll mostly fight at sea, I think, and then figure out where we want to land our troops after the fact.
Assault ships ready to attack. Happy to serve Rome. Set oars. Support ships at your command.
Alright, we can do our speed boost in a second. 5 seconds. Yeah, I wonder why they're just not moving. Well, it's a bit overkill to bring. I'll tell you what, the big ones, even though they're big and a bit slower, chase that guy. Smaller ones can target the guy that's not moving. Maybe see if we can just ram him 3 times from the side. Otherwise, you guys can pretty much just form a big line, and we'll figure out what to do with you later. Oh, you meant to be just running, sorry. Or walking. It's better. Ah, we've got troops coming in from behind. Interesting. Right. Okay then, turn this way. Yeah, we're not gonna get. I don't think we're gonna get near close to them. The cavalry will deal with them though. They're just missiles. If they land, or you know, destroy them.
Assault ships ready to attack.
Oh, so messy, this situation. I'm just thinking, do we want to bring these guys down and drop on this side to keep our army together, I guess. I was hoping to kind of go behind them, but now it makes more sense if they're mostly over there to just go that way.
Crewed and ready. Give way. Brave
Don't fire your ammo, keep it.
At your command, support ships.
Oh, they're turning to face me now.
Support ships at your command. Victory for Rome.
There we go. See you later.
Assault ships ready for orders. Brave Romans to a man.
Alright, you might want to run and get into that position. They're actually getting kind of close. Alright, that ship is down, and we can start pushing up now. So, let's see. We have the Legion veterans here. That's Cursor, so just move him. So these guys are all veterans. Alright, that ship is landed, so immediately just get the cavalry out to deal with them. Are they just walking? Hard to tell. I mean, it looks like they are walking, but they're moving like across the map physically fairly fast, actually, I would say. I have to wait till they all get off before we can actually engage them.
Rude and ready. Jupiter gives us strength. Set oars. Ready, willing.
Okay, just sorting that army out. Can you go now?
Forward. Missile infantry at your command.
Oh my god, the ship fired something at me. Might have been my own, actually, thinking about it. It was a Cursor ship. Because there's a big bolt that came in. I don't think this one has a bolt thing on it. Well, anyway, they're knocked out. Let's get Fullo back over. There's been rumors for Fullo that, you know, he's only winning battles because of his father. So he's been eager to prove himself here at Crete. Maybe just turn that way. Oh yeah, these things are firing. God damn.
Your orders.
Hold. Oh.
Jupiter gives us strength. Ready and waiting.
Oh my god, don't throw any more though. Stop, stop, stop. You only hit our own men.
Missile infantry. Double time. Assault ships ready to attack. Brave Romans to a man.
Alright, assault ships are landing first. It's a really chaotic battle actually, because they're now on our left and our right. Archers, fall back. Thought I told you all to fall back.
At the double. Proud Romans all. Order down. Ready and waiting. Orders. Pike infantry at your command.
You can move there for a second, and you guys can go straight through.
Forward.
Cleared a little gap for them to get through.
Quickly now. Legionary cavalry. Brave Romans to
Keep back on the left, and let's just turn left to face anything that comes that way for us.
Legionary cavalry.
Stop firing.
Archers.
You're fine, you're fine.
Halt. Your orders. Missiles awaiting target.
I turn this way as well.
Double time. Melee infantry. Understood. Ready and waiting.
Right, let's see if we can lock them down before they link up too much more. They're already getting ahead of where I'd like them to be.
In service to Rome, sons of Mars. Quickly now.
These are just Greek archer units. That's fine. Let's get the general out of there. Pull them back in this direction, you know, get them distracted a bit. These guys have landed. It'll take them a while to get off the boats.
Move out.
That's good. There's actually some here. Let's land here then. With these three. Oh my god. Cavalry. Oh shit. I'm like losing it. Not like this. Not into my archers. God damn it. Cut them off. Ah. Go, go, go. Keep going. Get out of there.
Archers. Acclimatising. Orders ready and waiting.
Alright, good. I think I've got a handle on it. Just about. Keep chasing them. Oh my god, this cavalry's just gone mental. Just running through our lines. Oh my, is this Jackie Fish? have to try to cut them off, you know, before they can get to me. Man, they're putting up a fight though. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's so cool. Go, go, go. I couldn't land there, by the way, so there's nothing I could do about that. Archers are fairly protected. Get them back. Can we reorientate that line, please? You'll win if you just face the right direction. These guys are getting screwed. Form the line. And push. Push. Where's our other one? 1, 2. Oh, this one here. Alright, cavalry, get moving that way again. Archers, get back in the center. Actually, cavalry, go help out the middle. They're really crazy with their cavalry the way they're running around. The Marines are on the way. Right, so these are Marines as well. Get them up here. Now, these are all missile throwers. Just land over there. These guys don't really need to fight. They're the actual veterans, so they should be good. Chasing their cavalry again. Citizen cav. Cretan citizen cav. Stop firing. I'm gonna fire into that giant pocket there if we can just get an angle. What did they do? Why are they running? Therea swordsmen. Cowards. Got our little marine units coming on the way now. What's coming at us now? One of their general units is Therea swordsman as well. It's the captain. Dude, where are they going? Stop running. It's so weird that they're doing this. I've never had to play the battle where you like have to just lock the things down because it's just all moving so fast. It's interesting, but weird. Weird behavior. Fire. Oh my god, it's gonna be such hell in there for these guys. Oh my days. Back up, back up, back up. Oh my god. Has Fullo bitten off more than he could chew? Fall back. You need to get into a much better spot. And you guys need to help. Alright, let's get our cavalry into better use here. Lock those guys down. They should be easily taken out. They have so many missiles at the back, actually. I think that's been secretly kicking my ass as well. The veterans, the veteran hoplites, that is, not doing too good. Not doing as good as I hoped. I was like, yeah, easily they'll win those fights, 1v1, but nope. Right, stop firing. We'll put you to better use later. Get involved over there, please. Cavalry now, go wipe out that general unit. And also, what's that behind them? That's a pike unit. Okay. Now, you guys, don't fire at will. You're needed over here to throw into the backs of all these units.
Romans ready for duty.
Alright, good. Cavalry's just mopping up that general just in case he's alive. There's 195 men in that unit, so what else can we do? Get 2 of these guys out and go for the cavalry over there, as well as the missiles. Watch out for the spears that are in the forest, though, if you can. Right, so just avoiding that unit that's there, because they'll give us trouble. General's going to keep going on for their general, and we'll try to use this cavalry to smash into these units. They're starting to break. That's alright, we're kind of holding the line. Jesus Christ, though. It's rough. Alright, so I've targeted one for each, so hopefully that'll help. General's still doing his thing. I can't see what they have left, to be honest. Keep going against them just for a minute. Don't let him come back. Alright, now. I'm not sure what to do with the archers, honestly. I don't really want to run them around. It'll take too long. But these guys can be used at running around. Right, let's start trying to box. Get a larger envelopment going, so hit them on all sides. We're gonna bring the general back, bring young Fullo back to rally the boys. Let's throw in some flaming arrows here. They've got some amber morale. I think we can start to break them. Might break my own guys as well, you gotta be wary of that, but I'm banking on the fact that our morale should be high.
Romans, ready for duty! We await your command! Missiles awaiting targets! Advance at speed!
We need to also mop up as many of these guys as we can, because they're only gonna go back to the town. We'll have to fight them later. So keep going and chase those guys down. These veterans, shout out to them, they actually held. Well, not for long though, I guess. Lose the phalanx and just get out of there, you've been crunched.
Ready and waiting! Legionaries! Sons of Mars!
Alright.
Missile infantry!
Finally get these missiles ready to throw into these last few units here, I hope.
Archers! As you command!
Regular ammo now, just fire in that pocket. Alright, we brought it under control. I mean, that was dicey though. Very dicey indeed. Yeah, you're breaking now.
Missile infantry ready! Ready for orders!
Alright, starting to throw on them.
Archers!
Oh yeah. That's what I'd like to see. Just a shower of missiles on these guys now. These bastards. That actually gave me a hard time. No, we're not done. Not at all. Good fight from them. You know, kind of outmaneuvered me in many ways. Came in from both sides. I couldn't decide which one to face. Couldn't decide how I could land my units. Thought my units would hold against them a lot longer, especially since they were running. I thought they'd be quite tired. Fun fight though. Keep chasing. Alright, that's gonna have to be it in just one second. We'll just mop up a few of these last guys and then we'll call it. Fullo did okay in the end though. A bit of a, you know, bit of a learning process. But, I mean, the numbers we went up against were way higher. I suppose that's also part of it. We had one army versus like 3 on land until our other one got there. That's part of it, but not really. Just shows you the morale and like a lot of missiles coming in. Our guys did break. Alright, GG. That was a really fun fight. I really liked it. Alright, looking at the results, not bad at all actually. We lost 930, so we lost one of the veteran hoplites. Nobody else though, so that's good. I was worried we lost some of the veteran legionaries. Yeah, we were against 7,000, so, you know. This one army here, I don't know how much is in this unit, but maybe 3. And then about 2,000 on the fleet, so 3,000 went up against 7,000 rushing them, effectively. Yeah. Alright, cool. Well, anyway, GG. I'd say, yeah, take some slaves for that one. They actually made it difficult. So we still have to siege and take out what's left. They actually have a decent amount of like troops left. I mean, obviously easy, but enough that we can't just completely steamroll with no losses.
Our warriors thirst for your blood.
Alright, our characters are back. Banditry missing taxes in Latium. Yikes. That one hurts, because that's like 20 grand. How the hell has that happened? I thought there was no banditry up here. Oh, it's low, but yeah, exactly. I guess it exists. So we're only making 10,000 this turn. Because Latium is making 700 in total. It normally makes 20,000. I'm surprised it makes anything. I thought they take everything. Well, it is what it... Oh, yeah. Roma just a guaranteed 250, I guess.
Commander.
Plus, I guess, modifiers on that, is it? Taxes 171, plus the slaves, minus the maintenance. So 250 becomes 705. That's a really big increase to taxes. Didn't know we were doing that. I guess commercial stimulation and stuff. Alright, we're going to have to call it there. This episode kind of ran long, but this, to leave it on a mini cliffhanger, just to see what's going to happen, that'll be the result. So not much left. But I may have to actually go in and manually deal with that, just because I don't want to lose any of these Legionari that are kind of weak. So we'll have to do that. And then we'll see what we kind of get with this island. And then after that, it's all about Athens. So in between episodes, I'm going to do a quick test and see, like, after we've broken off these agreements for a while, will our reliability suffer if we attack them, and will it suffer if we attack them? Just so I know. Alright, well, that's going to have to be it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.